Hey everyone, there's one question I get asked at every workshop I teach, and that question is, how do you make those backgrounds? I've been asked this so often I decided to make a video to demonstrate it. I've laid out the cards in rows and columns, ready to make the backgrounds. So I use Brusho by Calligraphy, and you can see I've got 12 colours there. So here's the dark brown, and Brusho are fine particles of pigments, and one thing that works really well is to put a pin in the lid, pierce the lid with a pin, and then that pin acts as a stopper, but it also acts as a hole for the Brusho to be sprinkled out. So I'm tapping on that container, and you can see fine particles of Brusho coming out, and there I've used a second colour. So I usually use 2 colours, and then I take my water bottle and water spray water at that. Now that's coming out a little bit too fiercely, although that effect will be nice, but it's quite diluted and it's gone over some of the other cards. But that's okay. You can see the effect now. The Brusho, it activates and the particles turn into watercolour. I've turned down the spray now and made it more of a mist, and you can see the difference in how the Brusho reacts when it's more of a misty spray rather than a strong jet. So you can do whichever you prefer. So I'm just completing them all now, and I like to do 40 or 50 all at one go, because when I'm using them in workshops then I need a lot to give people lots of choice. And even though I'm actually using a lot of the same colours, each one is still completely different and unique. I'm moving on here to some red and yellow ones, but you can try out all the combinations of the colours and see which ones you like. I just know that these colours are popular with people in workshops, so I've stuck to those. And so they actually dry a lot lighter than when you first sprayed them. So here they are when they've dried. As you can see, each one is different. And they're ready to put some calligraphy on. And the really good thing about Brusho is that it doesn't seem to react with whatever you put on top. So I use another layer of watercolour to write with, or gouache, and the Brusho stays firm and doesn't interfere. So that's how I do it. Why don't you have a go?